Hello, hello. Hello, hola, ¿me puede escuchar en español? Can you hear me in the Spanish channel?
Yeah.
Sorry, Les, please mute. We'll go ahead and move you to the Spanish channel.
Thank you so much.
Should I? You want me to read the statement?
Yes, please.
The meeting is being translated. Please speak at a moderate pace, enunciate clearly, and ensure you speak directly into the microphone. Thank you.
Director Hodges let us know beforehand that he would be absent today. Director Rosen,
Here.
Director Hatcher,
Here.
Director Lamnon. Here. President Andrade.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, I have an announcement about the closed session. We had a closed session today at 4:30. The board voted 4 with 1 absent, to 4 in favor and 1 with 1 absent, to approve the settlement agreement with the Community Ridge Alliance Project and the Castro Valley Unified School District to resolve the CEQA writ of mandate filed by the CRAP challenging the field renovation project at Canyon Middle School in Castro Valley. Pursuant to terms of the settlement agreement, the pole-mounted lights and ball tracking lights will be eliminated from the project. HARD and CBUSD will evenly fund CRAP's attorney's fees of $74,000 and cost of approximately $1,400. CRAP will dismiss the writ of mandate against HARD and CBUSD with prejudice. Okay, getting that out of the way. Okay, we're in oral communications and introduction of new employees.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Mike Mastroni, Recreation Manager. I'm pleased to announce 2 new employees to the Recreation Department this evening. So our first new employee will be Lizbeth Duran. If you want to come up to the podium up here, and I'll say some words about Liz. So Lizbeth Duran has been with HARD as a part-time recreation specialist 2 in customer service since November 2023. We are pleased to announce that Lizbeth, or Liz as everyone knows her, will be continuing in a full-time capacity as one of our new Clerk 2s for customer service. Her supervisors tout that Liz's exceptional work ethic, meticulous attention to detail, and deep passion for serving the community, especially since this is where Liz grew up and now raises her family and makes her a valuable contributor. One of Liz's standout qualities is her bilingualism. Since many of the residents are Spanish speaking, Liz's ability to communicate with patrons in their native language fosters a sense of comfort and ensures they are heard and supported, particularly when navigating processes about scholarships, registrations, and reservations. Outside of HARD, Liz enjoys spending quality time with her family by hosting barbecues and going on road trips together. On her own time, Liz likes to work out at the gym. We are thrilled to have Liz continue to thrive as our new Clerk 2 with our Recreation, Arts, and Community Services team at HARD.
So,
good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. I am truly honored and blessed to be stepping into a full-time position of Clerk 2 with customer service. I do thank God every day for placing me here and being part of a hardworking team. It's been such a privilege to serve the community where I grew up in. I am so excited, and this is for me like a stepping stone for my career path with HARD, and I look forward to it every single day. Thank you.
great, thank you. I just want to say bienvenidos and felicidades. And I think we have one more then. Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, I'm also pleased to welcome Stephanie Gulen to our Clerk 2 position as well. So she wants to come up here to the podium as well. Stephanie has been with HARD since June 2022 and started out as a part-time clerical assistant. In October 2023, she was promoted to Recreation Specialist 2, where she contributed her expertise at both the district office and Kenneth Aiken Center. Her supervisor proclaims that as soon as Stephanie joined our organization, she quickly made a meaningful impact to HARD. Stephanie's passion to stay connected to her local community and to further develop her understanding of public service comes from her being a resident of Hayward for more than a decade. Stephanie is a plant guru and loves to tend to her garden at home, as well as take care of her indoor plants. Additionally, Stephanie enjoys taking her dogs out for hikes and visiting other dog parks around town. We are thrilled to have Stephanie continue to excel as our new clerk 2 with our Recreation Arts and Community Services team at HARD.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So good afternoon, Honorable Board of Directors. Thank you for having me here tonight. I want to say I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I've been with HARD for a little under 3 years, and I'm happy with the rate that I've been able to grow in the team and make an effort and show up every day. So thank you for that opportunity, and I'm happy to keep working and serving the same community that I live in. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Welcome, everybody. Any other comments? No? Okay. So we're going to move on to our volunteer of the month.
Okay, good evening, President Andrade and Honorable Board of Directors. My name is Deb Varner, Recreation Coordinator 2 over the Nature Unit, and I'm presenting on item 7.2 this evening, the March 2025 Volunteer of the Month. Selena Lee is being recognized as the March 2025 Volunteer of the Month. Selena is a dedicated and passionate volunteer from Sulphur Creek Nature Center. Selena has been a wonderful asset to the education team at Sulphur Creek Nature Center since 2023. She is a vital part of engaging with guests on weekends. During her shifts, she educates guests about wildlife by setting up touch tables and encouraging visitors to ask questions. Selena also helps to prep crafts for camps and other education programs. Selena started with us as an 8th grader and has impressed us with her maturity and dedication. She is always on time for her shifts and is fantastic at communication. She is excited to try new things and always brings a joyful energy to our team. She is currently our longest tenured education volunteer and is quick to help orient new volunteers. She has gone above and beyond by taking on extra shifts to help with camps and special events. We are excited to honor Selena as March 2025 Volunteer of the Month. We appreciate her continued contributions to our education team. Thank you, Selena.
Congratulations. If you want to say something, please come up.
Oh, you can.
You don't have to. It's okay. We just appreciate what you're doing.
Up to you. No pressure.
Yeah, so I don't have a speech prepared, but thank you very much. And it's been really, really fun working with HARD and the Sulphur Creek Nature Center. And yeah, I look forward to a couple more years on volunteering here.
Great.
Yay.
Thank you. And we have something for you.
Do all the photos, so we'll do one with our volunteer and then I'll have the new staff come up.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, are you ready? All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Stephanie, you want to take a quick photo? And then, yeah, and then, no, just you, Stephanie, just you.
You don't have to put it on your wall.
It'll be at your desk. We'll put it on your desk. Yeah, ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right.
Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, so you look at me, ready, 1, 2, 3. Awesome, and then I think you have it, did you get one?
I got it.
Okay, perfect. Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Morgan. How are you?
by no means have to stay
That's what you'll be like shortly. Sleeping like that.
Thank you. You guys have a good evening.
You too. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, this California Society for Municipal Finance Officers Budget Award. So, another award.
Your mic works.
Good evening, Board of Directors. Yes, we are very pleased to announce that the district won the budget award actually for the 24-25 adopted budget. This is an award that we began seeking in the prior year, and we did get an honorable mention, essentially. They said, great job, it looks beautiful, but you're missing a few key pieces to elevate this to the level to win the Distinguished Budget Award. So we made a point last year, amid everything else going on, to add kind of just additional charts. Some of it was looking at district-wide, all the funds together summary, things like that, kind of touching on some key points that they think it's important for the budget reader to get a better understanding of the organization. So we managed to check all those boxes, and wonderfully, we have received the first of hopefully many of these awards.
Great, great. Thanks for applying and for making it happen. Really great. And this is a California, like all the California municipalities and districts and such.
Yes, the organization is a really great organization. They do, is the conference that I missed the last board meeting for, is held every other year in Northern California, Southern California, but cities, special districts, so all of the finance management folks, you know, all the way on up. It's a great organization. GFOA is there giving presentations, which is the national sort of, similar, the Government Finance Officers Association. So this is the California one.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Peter?
So I just want to say that I'm glad we're being recognized for this, for the work that you've done on this, because our budget document it tells our story as well as anything I think we could do. It's distilled down there, not just by department, but it's how does it impact, how does our mission, everything on there. And yes, there's all the money and the fiscal responsibility portion as well. But I know of no other organization that does it as well as we do. And you clearly state what we're doing and how we're doing it in digestible bits, which is appreciated. I'm glad it's getting recognized. So good job.
Great. Any other comments?
I just want to
Director
really
Asher?
second that comment, because I also talk a lot about what we do internally here, and our budget is one of my top conversation pieces, and to be recognized within, you know, the peers of finance officers, I think it really says a lot. And I really appreciate your dedication to identify what gave us a mention to put us into the awards category. I know it's a lot of work to do these awards for all of our departments. And so, but again, I love talking shiny parts and everything, but the internal components of what we do in this climate is, it's a great talking point, and you give us a lot to work with. Thank you.
Director Lamden?
Yeah, congratulations. And as you said, it wasn't like there wasn't anything else going on, but the level of transparency, the level of professionalism, the level of excellence that this demonstrates and really reflects that we know is going on, but it's so great to hear that all of your work applauded in this way. So thank you for all of
Sorry
that.
about that. Yeah, I want to say I've been on the board longest, and over the years, this has been the most professional or the best organized that I've ever seen in the district. And I thank you and the other staff members for making this transition. It's just so much more clear and understandable, the budget and the finance section of it, that it's just a night and a day. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
It's been fun, honestly, to get it to this level. It's been great.
It's been fun.
And yes, I'm a nerd.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving on, this public comments. I don't see anyone here. Is there anyone on Zoom for public comments?
We don't have anyone online for public comment.
Okay, we'll move on to the consent calendar. This consists of the draft minutes. Approval of draft minutes for February 18th and draft minutes for March 3rd, and monthly cash disbursements, nomination of alternate special district member on LAFCO, approval of budget change for the pool upgrade projects. There's quite a few of them here. I'm going to refer to the document instead of listing them all out. So there's quite a few of them. So is there anyone wants to pull one of these items or any of these items from the consent calendar? No one?
I move that we approve the consent calendar as presented.
Okay. It's moved by Director Rosen, and do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Director Lamden. Any other comments? Hearing none, please vote. Moving to
Honorable Board, I am going to say I'm very disappointed that you did not pull item 9.8. 9.8 is the award of $2.75 million to, well, actually, it's a little less than that for the projects ad. I think it's about $2.3 million to the district from the county for impact fees that we have been working on receiving for about 3 years. So pretty big deal.
yes, I will say it's a big deal that they kept our money, and it's a big deal that we got our money back to us. And so I appreciate the staff's effort in getting that done.
The actual meeting with the Board of Supervisors where they approved the refunds of that money, there was a lot of conversation by all of the supervisors about trying to make us whole for some of these funds that were given back. So that's exciting also. We appreciate the county.
That's good to hear. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad they recognize that. Okay. Okay, unfinished business, item 12, approval of the Second Amendment to the amended related design, construction, and facility use agreement with Canyon Middle School.
Good evening, Honorable Board. Megan Tiernan, Capital Planning and Development Director. So this evening, the Board of Directors will consider approval of the second amended and restated design, construction, and facility use agreement for the Canyon Middle School Fields Project. On November 9th, 2022, the board originally approved the first facility use agreement with Castro Valley Unified School District for the renovation of the sports fields at Canyon Middle School. The facility use agreement covered, among other things, the scope of the project and the construction funding. Subsequent to that, the board approved the first amendment to the agreement in June of 2025 due to the updated cost estimate for the project. But since then, due to neighbors' concerns and litigation by the Community Ridge Alliance Project, both Castro Valley Unified School District and HARD have reduced the project scope and therefore the project funds required. So among the changes in the second amended and restated facility use agreement, this agreement eliminates the lights and the lighting infrastructure from the project, shifts the responsibility of administration and scheduling of the sports fields from HARD to Castro Valley Unified School District, changes the proportionate share of each party's responsible project costs to 50-50 each, revises HARD's financial contribution towards construction costs to $7,450,000, revises the annual capital replacement contribution from HARD and Castro Valley Unified School District, and revises the terms of operational maintenance so that HARD and Castro Valley Unified School District split the cost of non-routine maintenance tasks that exceed $25,000 in value. On April 18th of this year, the board approved a budget change to reallocate funds from this project to La Vista project, and approved the final budget for this project at $7,567,000 and $279,000. There are sufficient funds in the project to cover this facility use agreement and hard staff time. So with that, staff recommends that the Board of Directors approve the second amended and restated design, construction, and facility use agreement for the Canyon Middle School Fields project. Thank you.
Can I have a motion?
I have a question.
No. Go ahead.
Actually, I think you just misstated. You said that there was a reallocation of funding from the 12 million to the 7.4 to La Vista. I think you meant Valley View. Is that correct?
No, we took 5 million from this and $1 million from, I forget the other project, because we had to fully fund La Vista.
Okay. Sorry, so I was mistaken. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that question was from Director Rosen. Any other comments? Any other questions or clarifications? No. Can I have a motion then?
Yeah, I'll move to accept 12.1 as read.
Okay, moved by Director Hatcher,
I'll second.
seconded by Director Lamnan. Any comments? Director Rosen.
I know I'm beating a dead horse here. I just want to get my comments on the record for the public that I'm disappointed in this process. I think that it's unfortunate that we're at this spot. I think that it's an opportunity lost for the community. I think that it's good that we get all-weather fields there, but the fact that the hours have been diminished by so much, I think, is very unfortunate for the community. I'm disappointed that a few loud voices were able to disrupt what would have been a huge asset for the entire community. So instead, now it's an asset, but I wish we'd had more hours, and I wish that the nighttime use would have been allowed. But we are where we are now, and it's unfortunate that we didn't maximize the use that we could have for the community.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad this chapter will soon be behind us and that we can move forward and get it built. So with that, if there's no other comments, please vote. Okay. Okay, motion carries 4 in favor and 1 absent. Okay. There's no new business, so at this point, any informational items from the board and staff? Rick, do you want to start?
Yeah, I attend as a representative from HARD, the Hayward Youth Commission, and just want to thank Chaz Cruz for a presentation at the Hayward Youth Commission that evening. He represented HARD, talking about the programming, volunteer programs, and really great explanation on why to be a part of our organization. The youth are very responsive in the commission in regarding HARD and its projects, and so it was good to see HARD represented that way. And it was nice to introduce Director Rosen as the new liaison now that Sarah Lamnan, Director Lamnan, has moved on, and so to speak, but always part of the Youth Commission. And that's, the Youth Commission. And then I did talk in front of the group Padres Unidas of Cherryland. They meet at Cherryland Elementary School. And I've spoken in front of them for many years. And a lot of times I just, kind of present myself as a director of HARD and talk a little bit about what we are, just really listen to them. And, they're very appreciative of what we do and how we do it. And they're a very active group in the community. And want to thank congratulate our directors and our general manager and Nicole, congratulated for attending the Alameda County Special Districts dinner. It's always nice to see the other special districts in association there. And we did sit at the table as directors with some of the folks from the LARPD, Livermore Area Recreation and Park District folks. So that was nice. Thank you.
Director Lamnan?
Thank you. So I had the opportunity to take a walk through an area that I hadn't walked before with one of our East Bay Regional Park District Board members that just so happened to be in that area and looking around kind of near up Hayward Boulevard, and beautiful views up there. So appreciate the maintenance up there, and was really excited to be with President Andrade at the HLAC meeting and looking forward to that really being a productive conversation going forward. Had the opportunity to read. One of my favorite events all year is to read at Tyrell Elementary School for Read Across America Day, and wanted to appreciate the recreation team. I understand that programs are being brought onto campus there, and so everybody there was very excited about volleyball because of our interventions there, and looking forward to playing volleyball in our parks as well. So
Where was this?
cheers for that. It was the Tyrell Elementary School.
Great.
And then appreciated the activities at the Hayward Senior Center, and heard from the community about the Virtuoso event, and was delighted to see the visit from Mount Eden High School students, and that whole exchange about orchestral music was really lovely. I just happened to be in the area when that visit happened. Visited the State of the City, as all of my colleagues did, and the Stack Center opening, CSDA. And then lastly, sat in on I'm working with the NRPA DEI committee on the quick guides, looking at maybe holidays and cultural celebrations and what that might look like. So honored to be there as well. Thanks.
Director
you.
Andrade, could I just amend my
Please.
attendance? I did attend at the Douglas Morrison Theater, the Sphinx Virtuoso, and I do like that music, but this was a storytelling through classical music that I'd never seen before. And you had folks that sat there, when you looked at their faces, they saw that they were seeing something very unique, very different, very vibrant. So it was really impressive, and I know this is one of their few West Coast performances, and so I want to thank the recreational team, as the Morrison Theater directly, and all the staff there for bringing that programming together.
Okay, great. Director Rosen?
All right. Yes, Director Hatcher mentioned the Hayward Youth Commission. I was happy to be there, and yes, Chaz did an amazing job promoting the district and talking about why youth should be seen as our valuable members and why they should want to join and become employees with HARD, or volunteers and work with HARD. Jen did a great job moderating that, Jen Tibbetts, so that was great. Let's see. Yes, I was at some of these other events, the State of the City, the Stack Center grand opening. Great comments, Lou. It was a little tough to hear, but what you said I thought was on point. It was great. Let's see, the Alameda County Special District Association dinner. Yes, it was good to talk with other special district people that we don't always get the chance to relate, because we've got similar governance issues. So that was good. And I was there for the staff appreciation breakfast. It was good to welcome a lot of those people, along with Director Lamon was there for a while. And right after that, I ran over to the tree planting at Bidwell. So it was good to see that getting done with, I can't remember the name of the group, but it was Amazon staffed, and those guys were SCA. Thank you. And I was amazed. They were very self-sufficient. They didn't need a whole lot of hand holding. They seemed like they were, taking the bull by the horns and digging their own holes, and they brought their own music, their own food. I mean, it was great. And then my family and I went, and we didn't go to the Sphinx, but we did go to the Romeo and Juliet, the abbreviated Cliff Notes version. That was interesting. That was fun. Got my daughter, having a 13-year-old go see Romeo and Juliet with a abbreviated performance that was 50 minutes was just about perfect, because if it had been the full length, then it wasn't as
Bloody
contemporary. Yes. Yeah, so that was great. And I heard a lot of chatter from people that were there about the previous weekend's event. I mean, we're getting a lot of chatter for that, this Sphinx Virtuoso event. So thank you, everyone, and thank you to staff for all of our events and for Nicole for helping us make a lot of these things happen. You know, whether it's the stack ribbon cutting, talking to us about where we need to be for that and making sure that we're all in line. It's appreciated. So thanks, everyone.
Well, I went to all the items listed, and I just want to say, I won't belabor the point, but I did like the Virtuosi, or the Sphinx Virtuosi, I believe. Anyway, they were really good. It's amazing, see high quality chamber ensemble, and it was sort of wasn't strictly classical. It was like a derivation of that, and it was just so well done, and it was pretty well attended. I think it was over 80%. So I hope we can do that more, and you know, get 100% next time. But it was really a good show. And then I wanted to say about the stack opening. I want to give a shout out to our staff because they ran all of the recreation events that they do when they do an event. You know, the mobile rec, and they were all there, and it was pretty. They were pretty active, so it was great. And I had to give a shout out. You know, the mayor was talking about the new Stacks building, and I just wanted to point out that right across the way there was a brand new park taking place, and it's a nice building. I mean, it's great, and then we did this with cooperation with the city of Hayward, and you know, we have a new mall there, I guess, or a patio that faces the building or faces the gym, which is really where it should have always had a entrance on that side. So when that's all done, it's going to be an amazing park. And I wanted to emphasize that you'll be able to go from Tennyson Road all the way in. It's going to be like a kind of a seamless experience. I hope they still maintain that, but it's going to be a great project. So, you know, it was fun. There was a lot of people there, and even though it was cold and windy, it was a lot of fun. So that's the only thing. Oh, I did go to the tree planting too. I also want to mention that was a really good event. It made I think ABC News or one of the local stations, you know, briefly. Channel 7, yeah. And Nicole represented us well on that little blip. But it was well done. It's going to be out of the way of the construction, so hopefully the trees won't get vandalized, and they'll get to be a good size. So, all right. With that, staff, anything to report?
Evening, honorable directors, James Wheeler, general manager. Some staff will be attending the California State Park and Recreation Society conference starting tomorrow. Some going through Friday, some myself through Thursday. I'll be back here Friday. All standing committees are taking place next week on the 25th of March. So if you're assigned to a standing committee, 1230 capital, 215 personnel, 330 finance, and 445 program and policy. I also, excuse me, attended the State of the City. And I would have to say excuse me, as excited as I am about, excuse me? No, we put items in there today. Thank you. As excited as I was about the State of the City, I was slightly disappointed that there's no mention of the Hayward Area Recreation and Park District when we talk about an education city. I continue to try to remind city staff and other people in that group that 14 weeks of out of school time camps, after school arts and camps and science and technology programs, STEM built into all of our camps, a nature center, a shoreline center, and soon to open an agricultural history center. All those last three aimed at specific grades for school field trips. I just feel like we are part of the education city, but sometimes we're not remembered for that. The other thing that as much as I loved the State of the City, I was disappointed that there was no mention of Parks and Recreation, which there are 52 parks in the city of Hayward, and it would be nice to be acknowledged for our efforts in park evaluations, park improvements, and more importantly, equitable and free programs and scholarships and inclusionary programs for the community that have all been building continually for the last 2 years. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to say, note to the board, I just want to say, when we meet with the public, maybe we ought to emphasize that kind of programming.
With all due respect, I think these are kind of announcement times.
Well, I just make my point.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'll just give a quick brief update. We're continuing to work through the implementation work from bringing the data from the last fiscal year. Well, first bringing it back and now bringing the final data forward. We have basically reached a major point today and getting some of the getting the balances rolled forward, closing the year, kind of really pushing us into the current year. I know you guys are all looking forward to some reporting, and that's high on my list. And basically that'll be what I'm turning to next. So hope to bring probably the first and second quarter report to you as soon as possible. But we're looking at those numbers and pulling all that data together. So.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Board. Chris Peterson, Parks and Facilities Maintenance Director. A couple quick updates for you. After 2.5 years, we finally got our last mower. So we are happy. Staff is happy about that. Storm damage, we've been pretty good, knock on wood so far. Couple of branches down, but no majors, no trees, no slides that we know of. So we're looking good in that aspect. We're moving ahead with all the FEMA projects. Last week I had a meeting with the agencies, they call it, which is FEMA and Cal OES on the Japanese Gardens project. And then we have another one scheduled for next month on the trails. So just trying to get approval on the design so we can move forward with those projects. And that's it for me.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Mike Mastroni, Recreation Manager. Just have a few updates for some recent and upcoming events in recreation. In addition to what you spoke about earlier with the DMT, we had the Sphinx Virtuosi and Romeo and Juliet that were well received by the community. We also held a free teen event on this past Friday, March 14th, which was our March Madness themed basketball event. And on Saturday, March 15th, we had our Bubble Extravaganza at the Hayward Senior Center with about 100 attendees, which was really well received by the families as well. And then for some upcoming events, this upcoming Saturday, March 22nd, we have VIP at Mia's Dream Come True Park from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., as well as Mobile Rec will be at Canyon View Park from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Get Outdoors will be doing a mountain biking excursion from 10 to 4. Next Thursday, March 27th, we have a Celebrate Talent and Inclusion event at Sorensdale from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, April 12th, will be the Volunteer Appreciation Brunch at the Hayward Senior Center from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30. And that's all I have.
Great. Okay, if there's nothing else to report or discuss. Nicole? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Dear Honorable Board of Directors, Nicole Espinoza-Roa, Assistant to the General Manager and Public Information Officer. Just letting you know that the information that was shared to you today will be coming with your newsletter at the end of the week, and that I will be in the office. So should you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.
Okay, with that. If there's no other comments or questions, then I'm going to adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everyone. Next meeting is April 7th, 2025.
Can I just say,
Thank you so much, Lagna and Les.
you didn't slam the gavel down as much as the you weren't there. No, in the Hayward Youth Commission. Thought the girl was gonna break the gavel. She hit it hard once, and then when she ended the meeting,